So we have been waiting for a new map in War Tycoon for such a long time, and at the moment it is nowhere near to be seen. And you might be wondering, when is it actually going to be coming out? And today I will be putting up together a few, I guess, hints that were given to us. However, they don't really give us an actual time on when the new update is going to be coming out. So it's also going to be down to some of your guesses, and it's also going to be down to my guesses. And this video is not really going to show you guys exactly when it's coming out, but it's also going to give you guys a rough idea. And throughout this video I will also be going through the current map and give you guys a few ideas on what stuff could be fixed if they do not add the new map, and some of the big issues that we currently have with the ongoing map. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. So anyway, the main idea and reason why I'm going for the point that a new map is going to be releasing somewhat soon is by few announcements that Gizmotech has made to us, but also a few little changes that are going to be added as of this current moment that are really changing out the meta. And it does kind of feel like they are preparing for some kind of big update that will be coming out as time goes. So first of the screenshots which I have by you to show you, of course, is by Gizmotech, which was written in the general chat. So the first one that we have, I'm going to be reading out to you right now. The several large updates are being worked on as usual. These smaller updates is just to keep the Roblox algorithm happy, which is kind of a screenshot which I've shown you guys recently, and it does show that they are working on some kind of a big update. And again, there are big updates they have recently been adding, such as of course the daily rewards. They've been adding a lot of different planes and tanks in the meta and all that stuff. And the second screenshot which I have for you guys is also them really kind of tweaking the fact that the amphibious vehicles will be coming out very soon. The first one is going to be the announcement that he has made about the BTR-80, and then he mentioned that the amphibious vehicle support is still on a very long to-do list. This vehicle will have it done once it gets implemented, and he has clearly said that it's a very long to-do list. So here's the question: does this mean that we are going to be having to wait for such a long time? I believe it's actually going to be a yes, and the reason why I say this is because most of the time from the record, him saying this, it kind of proved to us that it has been implemented after such a long time, and he's already tweaked on built amphibious vehicles about 9 months ago already when Lava got added. I think it's something around that amount of time. However, the fact that he's tweaking about new updates being added, such as of course the big updates, it definitely gets me thinking, because there's a lot of meta changes, such as of course the new napalm bombs being added into the game, and all these vehicles that kind of change the meta, like the T-14, the F-35 has recently been added, and they have recently not been really making updates regarding boats, which is once again because the algorithm doesn't really like it and people don't really like it as a whole. Anyway, there's also a few things which I need to actually show you guys regarding a few problems with this map, but also some good things about the map, so you guys can understand this idea a lot better. So let me just jump into the game and show you guys a little bit of things which I would like to showcase to you guys. First off, the map has a big problem, such as the ships not being able to aim properly. So let me just spawn, for example, the PGA-02, and by the way, my internet really sucks, so that's why the pixels ain't loading in. And here's an example, guys. So the overall amount of space that ships actually have in order to be able to really attack vehicles on the ground is very minimal, considering how big the bases are and all this stuff. They also do not have too much space at this current moment, which is also a huge problem, because once you get around this point, I believe right here, you cannot really go any further, which is kind of where the map ends. Another problem which I have for this is that the ships ain't actually high enough, because the map is also too high. And I'll show you guys an example how big of a problem this is. Like, let's say I'm trying to kill like a vehicle over this hill. I cannot get it because the vehicles are not tall enough, and the ship is also not tall enough as well, and which will basically make it that the ships almost have no way to be fighting the ground vehicles, and vehicles such as tanks are also able to counter it very easily by literally hiding around hills and corners and just casually shooting their cannon shot at a very big target. And that's one of the biggest problems that the ship currently have. And by the way, my ship just completely lagged and went under the water or something. I don't even know what happened here. Anyway, another thing which I would say is pretty good about this map, it's mainly the fact that there's so much space for us to be able to PvP, which is something I like. However, what I did like more is with the older map, we had a lot less space and everything was a lot more crowded, and it was a lot more like actual war going on, because there's so many people that are just rebirthing in this game, and there isn't really that much wars going on in specific servers, and it's really hard to find a server that's fully active and wars are ongoing. So what I like is, of course, course the bridges, the petrol station, the capture point, which has always been here, the oil barrels and all that stuff. I really like how stuff is spread out. However, I believe for a new map, if it was to get implemented in some time, I think the best thing to add would be to make stuff a little bit closer together, but also allow the ships to have more space. So kind of in terms of the hills, it would also be really good if some of them were not that super high, or if they were to be super high, at least make the boats have better access for them, maybe add lock-on missile boats, or even add the boats being able to be bigger or higher so they can actually reach these ground vehicles, so the PvP is much more easier. Again, this is also tips for the developers. If you really want the ships to be somewhat useful as well right now for this current map, then it's better to make the ships a little bit taller and all that stuff, so it's easier to of course hit enemies that are on the ground. And again, I really like the sneak peeks which they have kind of gave us. I believe there is one roughly around here. Yes, so this is one of them, such as of course the Suncross badge, which you guys could find around Charlie's base, I believe this is, something around those lines. And there's also a few more things underground. I really like these things at the moment. However, I think that if they are planning to keep this map, once again, I think there should be more Easter eggs being added. And by the way, let me know in the comment section down below if you would like me to make you a full Easter egg video as well. So if you guys did enjoy this video and would like to see more videos just like this one, let me know in the comment section down below what you also want to see, and make sure to subscribe with the notification bell on to not miss out any more videos just like this one. And yeah, the new update is coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned because I will be making a huge review on a lot of things that will be added in the next update. And by the way, let me know as well what do you think about this current map, and when do you think the new map is also going to be coming out, because I believe it's going to be coming out in around half a year if not more. Anyway, peace out everybody.